Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. They were talking about this Blizzard Black Pearl 84. This is the narrowest ski in the new redesigned Black Pearl collection, back for its second season in the 2026 year. And they did a fantastic job with these skis. They redesigned them alongside the new men's Anomaly line. Share a lot of similarities with shape and some similarities in construction too, but they changed the Black Pearl skis just a little bit to make them better or more specifically intended for women. And yeah, Black Pearl 88 over the last 10 years, I believe is like the best-selling women's ski in the world, and there's a big reason why. It's incredibly versatile, it's incredibly well-rounded. It works for a huge range of skiers, and you could say the same thing about this 84. In the 84 width here, it's obviously better off for somebody who's spending more time on groomers. Maybe you just prefer being on a narrower ski. That's something that you're used to. So still like very versatile all mountain performance, just repackaging it in an 84 underfoot width. True blend wood core in this ski. The construction that Blizzard uses is really cool. I've been able to see it firsthand in their factory, which was an awesome experience. So true blend is a really cool way of building a wood core. They're using different density wood in different sections in very small stringers. So it allows them to really play around with where they're putting different materials to achieve the flex pattern that they want. And then the rest of the construction is called flux form, which is a term that they're using in a broad way to describe different constructions. Rustlers and Shivas use a different version of flux form. In this ski, we essentially get one sheet of metal that's cut into 3 different pieces, and there's actually a layer of fiberglass that separates them. So the difference between this ski and the men's equivalent, the Anomaly 84, is the Anomaly skis get an extra layer of metal along the base. So this is the first time, this new version of the Black Pearls, this is the first time that we've had metal in the skis, which was exciting and concerning at the same time. Just when we heard about it, it was kind of like, well, are we gonna make Black Pearls a little bit too aggressive? The reason that they've been so good is because they're so easy to ski. And I think Blizzard did a really good job not making these harder to ski than previous Black Pearls, but making them a little bit stronger and a little bit more confidence inspiring, which I think is great. Having some metal in it is gonna add a little bit of weight. So this is a 170 centimeter length. And we're at 1,700 grams, so it's not like the lightest ski in the world, nor is it tremendously heavy. Not really anything to worry about in either direction there. And then the same is true with the flex. It's far from the stiffest ski that you're gonna find, but it's not super soft either. It's just a nice middle of the road flex pattern, middle of the road weight, and that's a nice place for this ski to be. And you might be asking yourself, how did they make it stronger in its build while also retaining the fact that it's approachable and easy to ski? And in my opinion, they did that through the shape. So the big changes to the shape for Black Pearl, for this new version of Black Pearl, is increased tail rocker. That just gives you a ton of ease of use and a ton of forgiveness. If this ski had a perfectly flat tail in this build, it would start to be kind of a handful, and we don't want that. We want it to be easy to ski and fun and just refreshing. So great job with the new shape back there, and yeah, I think they did a really good job with this ski in general. Very well-rounded, mostly at home on groomers, but you can absolutely take this thing into bumps and you're gonna have a great time. I really like the feedback from Mar. It sounds like she was not stuck, but it sounds like she was busy testing a bunch of narrower frontside skis and then got to hop on the Black Pearl 84, and she called it like putting on a comfy pair of pants, which I thought was awesome. And like, what a great analogy for a ski. If it makes you feel comfortable just right away, you're going to ski better. I also think it's a really good ski for a lot of people that ski places like Stowe. We get some firm days, but we also have a lot of really fun mogul runs. We have a lot of trails that they'll leave ungroomed even if we don't get fresh snow. So a ski like this can satisfy you on a groomer, makes really nice carving turns. The inclusion of metal now just makes it smoother and damper and just performs better. But then you can still take it into the bumps. You can still take it into some trees. Enough tail rocker back there that you're not going to feel completely out of place. I will say, if you're doing those things a lot going into bumps and trees, they make wider skis too. You could get a Black Pearl 88 or a Black Pearl 94. Those might start to be better for you. But yeah, this 84 is awesome. So let us know if you have any questions about it. Head on over to the ski test. You can read feedback from this season and from last year too, because the ski itself hasn't changed. And yeah, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you out there on the slopes.